Hey everybody, it is Laura with Laura and the Party Animals, and today I have Milk Dud, and Milk Dud is a milk snake, and he's from the U.S. So a few days ago, I had put a video out about the Ohio train wreck, and I had pretty much said, don't go back, folks. I mean, I said that a few days ago, and when I know things, when I really know things, I know things. And you can ask everybody, if any of you guys on here and y'all know me and you've known me for a significant amount of time, all of the people who have known me like that will say, if she says she knows something, like really knows something, she's never wrong, okay? And I'm telling you this, I really, really know this about the Ohio train wreck. Folks, don't go back. Just call your attorneys. Go use the money. Go get, go win in court, which you will, by the way. No doubt about it. Okay. And go buy a new home. Go relocate, folks. Get your kids out of there. Keep yourself safe and your kids safe. All your families, your friends, get out of there and don't go back, folks. Okay. Well, how do I know things? I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. No, I am in the medical field. I do have a degree, a first degree with occupational therapy and a second one in secondary education. And, folks, I do know what I'm talking about in this. And I asked you in the previous video to go back when you get time and look up the Marshall Islands. And back in 1946, what happened out there, it was the testing for our nuclear bombs. And it was just horrible, folks. And it almost reminds me of that because the company, whoever this Norfolk or whatever they are, they're like, in the environmental people, I guess, they're like, oh, it's okay to go back. I mean, I don't know. I don't know who gave that order or who said it was okay to go back. I'm telling you, it's not, okay? I don't know that it will ever be okay to go back. Folks, the only thing I can even compare this to is like being nuked, right? I mean, it's not the same thing, but your body is going to respond in many of the same ways, and that is in regard to the chemicals that are going to cause cancer. So just a couple I'm going to go over here. So the wreck happens, and one of the things on there was isobutylene, isobutylene. Now, this is used for like, in the rubber industry and that kind of thing, and it's very flammable. And the results of that chemical are basically coma and death, folks. So if you go back, you might not get a chance to get back out. And with long-term exposure to this stuff, I can't even imagine what this could do, but it causes dizziness and headaches and fatigue. This is in the short term. Another chemical on there is one that's used for paints. And that causes respiratory tract issues, skin irritations, drowsiness, and convulsions. Okay? Like, can you imagine anybody telling anybody it's okay to go back to where this happened? And I really hope some folks, because I did not just put this on YouTube, I put it on other places, pleading with people to not go back right now, to really consider never going back, actually. So the train wreck happens, and they're worried about it exploding, right? So they're like, well, what are we going to do to keep a serious, massive explosion? Oh, and the other thing I was going to say before I even say that is some of these chemicals, it lists in there, if there is any kind of spill, they have to clear a half a mile, okay? A half a mile at a minimum near where that area is that happened at. So anyway, this train wreck happens, and they have to make the decision, well, we're at a risk for exploding. So they go and they use vinyl chloride to stop this thing from exploding, this train from exploding with more chemicals released, okay? Now, that is used for the PVC stuff, for making PVCs. And this causes dizziness, fatigue, skin irritations, throat, nose irritations, nausea. Now, this, over long term, can lead to brain cancer, liver cancer, lymphoma. I mean, this is just just the little list I've made, folks. I mean, come on. Why would they do this? I can't even understand. And I've never been to Ohio, and I feel so bad for those folks. I'm in Texas, and I just feel so bad. And this could happen anywhere, folks. Why are these? I don't understand. I don't know. I just feel like, and I don't run the trains. I don't work in the training industry or anything. Obviously, I've already said what I do. But there's got to be a safer way of transporting this stuff. You know, I would think there would have to be limits to this. I mean, anything could happen. I don't even know why the train was derailed yet. Like, do I believe anything that I'm hearing? No, not right now. I don't know if I ever will. Ever. So, anyway, listen to what I'm saying, folks. Get out of there. Don't go back. Go claim on your insurance and go build somewhere else. You know, I know it's rough. Your jobs are there. You might have had those houses your whole life, and they might be your family house from generations. And I can only imagine how hard it is to leave. But folks, you don't want this, okay? Like the chemicals, I think it's so horrible. The animals are dying, and the fish and the birds, and just unbelievable. And I do not believe any chemicals going into rivers like that. How is anyone even believing they're not contaminated? How does that happen? We know better. Come on. I know you know better. But you know what? Everything is always money motivated. Always. There's always a reason for doing things. I just can't believe. And again, I don't know. I'm not a fireman. But is that the only thing you can do, is use vinyl chloride to and go do that and expose the entire environment around there with that? So you're going to use one chemical that is a horrible, cancer-causing chemical to go stop other chemicals? I don't know how much I believe that. In fact, I don't believe it at all, folks. But anyway, be safe. My thoughts and prayers go out to all you folks in Ohio. And again, all of us here are so sorry that you are going through that. So please be safe and think really hard, really consider what I'm saying, because I don't know how much of the regular media is going to come out and be honest. I don't know. I mean, I see how a lot of that's worked so far, right? I think we all have. Anyway, be safe, guys. LPA out.